Hello and welcome. Right, we are live again. It is a Friday evening and we've got lots and lots to cover. Now, if you are watching this on the replay and you're here just for the Lego Ideas deep dive, in the comment section, I'll put the starter marker of where we get to that point, because there's quite a bit of Lego news to get through. And good evening to everybody already. Now, we've got the fancy software going, so good evening to Sean. Ultra Bricks, hello to you. Reese, hello to you. And I do believe all the way at the start, Shibo made a special appearance as well. So hello to all. Hopefully everybody is good. Reese apparently pressed the poll by mistake. So there is a poll running as always in these live streams. And the poll is very, very simple. What do you think the biggest set of 2026? The largest brick game? Are we going to get Lord of the Rings? Is it going to be the Long Cheese from Star Wars? Are we already peaked with the Pokemon set that's going to be coming out? Or is there going to be the Eiffel Tower replacement? And if it's going to be an Eiffel Tower replacement, is it going to be a big one or is it going to be a small one? Good evening to Mark as well. Hopefully everybody is okay. Right, so as the notifications are going out, let's just do some basic bits and pieces. We'll start off on the Lego website, recap the bits and pieces with regards to Bricklink, because I do believe that's all finished now for the current series, so that's all done. And then we'll end up going over to Lego Ideas side stuff and just basically carrying on where we left off. Now, because there's lots of new bits and pieces coming for March, and of course, this time next week it is technically Pokemon Day as well, so we're 7 days away from the release of the new Pokemon sets. Is there anything that anybody would like to have a look at as we're going through? And also, what I will be doing once you've had a quick look at this is looking at Argos in the UK, because there are some big sales. There's more sales have just appeared on the Argos website. I think the Big Venator has just gone into a sale. I've got a funny feeling the Winnie the Pooh is even cheaper now than what it was. I know it was down some, but I think it's down below 109 now. So I don't know if that's there or thereabouts. Of course, this is your Bricklink Designer Program bits and pieces. It goes the opposite way. So you can hit shop now, it takes you to the Bricklink Designer Program, and then it beasts you back over through Bricklink, and then obviously you pay through the Lego website. So all nice and simple, nice and easy. We got Peanut, which is the Snoopy dog house. And then we have got some other little bits and pieces, but I think there's a modular. Oh, Assembly Square and the police station Reese is after. So any trade shows or anything like that, the police station is a fantastic set, Reese. It does look very, very, very good indeed. Yeah, because I do like the Easter eggs to the bank, because of course the thing on the side of that, obviously it's all to do with the bank, isn't it? So, and of course, police station really good. Love the build of that one. What's your next bands and builds and plans? Says Reese. But yeah, that's it. So I will catch up with the chat shortly as I tuck into just going through these slowly. Again, if there is anything on here that you guys and girls want to take a quick look at, for example, if you want me to click on all the Star Wars stuff, and everybody's a fan of taking a look at this quickly before we move on. And like I said, if you are watching this on the replay, I will just stamp mark when we get to the Lego Ideas stuff, because I've got the Argos stuff to take a look at. We've got the Legoland news from Legoland Windsor about the River Rapids. I found the news article about that now as well, which is good. So yeah, all good, sexy fun. Where are you going, Pumpkin? You come up here? Come on. Good girl. There you go. Yeah, so there's lots and lots of different bits and pieces to be taking a look at. And of course, you've got all the card games, you've got the recreate bits and pieces. So it's actually... we haven't clicked on these, so what's the magic stuff? Secret Keeper. Even the best witches and wizards forget their spells now and then. Build a magic box to keep them in. Well, your build looks fun. Probably the dragon has been playing in it all day. What does it look like now? So there's all different... wow, so $8.99, you've got a good selection of different bits and pieces. So, and of course, the floating otter was only last week. The Ford Model T was that the start of the week? Not too sure. And then you've got the Project Hail Mary. So there's nothing mega. And of course, we've seen all of these already. All of these are for pre-order for next month. Of course, we'll be taking a look at these closer detail probably this time next week, because I don't know when the first is. It's the 27th next Friday. I don't know how many days are in February, so it's the first soon. I know that much. So I'm sure with all of the Star Wars bits and pieces and the Ferrari stuff, that's all out on pre-order and all of these, because I wonder how busy the store's going to be for people to get the smart brick sets first, just to say that they've actually got them first. And then, of course, you've got the eyeball, you've got all the other little bits and pieces. And then as we come through, yeah, because when does the Zelda come out? 1st of March. Is anybody going to get the Zelda on the 1st of March? You going to wait for the giveaway, or how are you gonna do that? Because this is a nice looking set. I know a lot of you do like the Nintendo Zelda type stuff. So yeah, I think it's not my cup of tea, but I know that we've got some Zelda fans in now. Mark says got my Lego Dreams on my TV now. Well, there you go. You can't go wrong with that, Mark, can you? So this is 11 inches by 6.5. So it'll be a nice little display piece. What have we got coming through? So Mark says, got Dreams on my TV now. Is Dreams your favourite theme? That is a very good call. Has anybody actually seen the TV show from Dreams? That is a very good shout, that, because they are available on demand. You can watch all of them. So they are. I've not seen them, but they are available. I've got one or two of the sets as well, I think. So it's not too bad. But again, Zelda is yours and available from the 1st of March if you would like to pick it up. And of course, then there's this debacle. Is anybody going to get any of these three at all? Or are you just going to watch the world go by and hope for the best? Because you've got all sorts of different price ranges, all sorts of different brick count. Is the 6838 the highest of 2026, or do we think it's going to get topped? So why don't we have a quick look at the poll and see what people are thinking? Because we've got 29% think it's going to be Lord of the Rings. It's 14% for the Star Wars. The Pokemon set that is coming out next, people don't think that's going to be the biggest. And 57% of you think it might be the architecture set. Reese says, I do like Zelda. Do like the Zelda set. Never played it. I've never played it either. I couldn't tell you anything about Zelda whatsoever. And so Mark says, not a Zelda fan, but this Lego set is the only thing I will get. So yeah, it does look smart enough with regards to all of, obviously, the bits that are included with Zelda. And then yeah, there's some nice sets that are coming. I think there's more cards than what I thought there was. I don't think I've seen these, so I didn't realize there's 5 sets of cards that are coming out. Is someone taking a nap in the burrow? Build a gritter who would be good at digging. So again, all of these are $8.99. So there's what, 5 of them. I was reading that Ultra Bricks, but it's not. They still not 100% sure. They were guessing, weren't they? I think that was on Brick. That was on Brick Fanatics. Yes, Ryan, I managed to jump down head first, smash the AT-AT with a baseball bat and just run away. So I will not be doing that tomorrow because I was losing my rag with it. But keeping on topic with this and Ultra Bricks, I am going to be trying to find and put back together all of my architecture sets and try and see if I can recreate some form of Legoland Miniland. Because that is my first ever display that I had. It was all perfect underneath the table that I decided to stand on, which then snapped in half with me on it, smashed all of my Ninjago sets, and then I crushed every single architecture set that I had. So all of them are in there. So I'm going to see tomorrow. I'm doing a really, really long live stream tomorrow and just go through those boxes and see if I can get those architecture sets in, because Sean reckons that it'd be a really good idea if I got the Eiffel Tower before it retires, because he thinks it'd be a really, really good build. Thinks it'll look really passionate on camera. So yeah, I think I am tempted with that. I am tempted. So, and if there's going to be another large architecture set, because I've got the Colosseum, then I could create this huge this huge sort of walk through attraction going from land to land and world to world and all that kind of stuff. So Reese says, I had to shoot off earlier. Did you and the AT-AT not get along? No, I nearly uppercutted it under the chin. It was annoying me that much. It's just going to go back where it is. It can have its cheek missing, and it will get. It's just painful. It's just painful. And then of course we've got all the crew houses and different bits and pieces like that. So is there anything that you guys and girls want to take a look at? Or actually, has anybody got this? Has anybody picked themselves up a nice shiny new duck? Yes, Ultra Bricks, it looks painful. Right, well, Ryan says that the Titanic, so Ryan here says the Titanic is an awful build. So I don't know what would be worse. I don't know if the Titanic is worse than the Eiffel Tower or vice versa. If I got the Eiffel Tower, I would have to do it in dribs and drabs because I think it would be biblically a ball ache to put together. I think it would be just a sack of steaming turd, just repetitively doing the same thing because it's 10,000 pieces, isn't it? But it's literally the same thing over and over and over again. So the end result would be good, and it's massive. It is 5 foot tall, so that would then end up just being an absolute nightmare. But I'd rather that's the quote of the night. I'd rather eat my own face than build the Titanic again. So Reese says just get both. Yeah, it's a fair one. I could just get both. Because the only reason why the Titanic's not in the equation at the moment is because I don't know if it actually fit anywhere. Because I need to get the Colosseum in first. But if the Colosseum goes somewhere else, which it does fit in a double deep Kallax, by the way. So if I had the Colosseum in a double deep Kallax with these other architecture sets around it, with some lights over the top of it, I think it would look quite effective. Or try and put it on show on the table with the Eiffel Tower and yada 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 yada. So the Titanic, as this is getting spoken about quite a lot now, this is it. This is the long, big 9,090 piece Titanic. I would need I would need like 500 channel members just to try and even justify going and buying both at the same time. Could you imagine being a boss, walking into the Lego store and coming out with 2 of the largest sets they've ever made? So yeah. Apparently, it's a big pile of steamer. Oh yeah, that is the one piece. Well, yeah, that's it. Which one is it? The Going Merry or the actual big ship? And has anybody seen Lego Dreams? No, I have never seen Lego Dreams. Yeah, I have not seen it. No. That is something I have not done. But yeah, the Titanic, I think it's a nice looking, because what I would quite like to do is I'd actually not have it as a full length, I don't think. I wouldn't have it snapped in half before you start thinking anything. But I quite like seeing all the engine bits. So I might have it slightly separated so you can almost have like a tour of the Titanic. But it does look very nice. I do like the engine bay, and I do like all the detailing it's done. It did catch my eye when it first came out. But it's 5 base plates long, as you can see. So it is absolutely massive. Could you imagine? Just go. I'll go in to get the Titanic. So what I should do then tomorrow, if I had the money, just go in and just get the Titanic, and just specifically for the Ducks giveaway. That's Reese's thing. See, well, that's it. That's it. The Titanic's nice. The Titanic is nice, but I just don't know. I don't know what would be more painful to put together. This thing. Where did she go? What happened? She's just gone. That's it. She's fallen off her chair, and then she's back, and she's gone. There we go. So that's all the arty-farty photos of that one. And then you've got the tower. So this is the other option. And again, this thing is just huge. 5 foot in height, 4 base plates deep. But what I am envisioning and thinking is that the bottom part of the Eiffel Tower is exactly the same scale as all the architecture sets that I've got. So I could incorporate into a mini land and then potentially do like a Pokemon open world display at the same time. But I don't know what it'll be like to put together. Yeah, that's it. The end result is all right, Reese, but I'm not too sure what it'll be because I'm only going by the big restaurant one says Ultra Bricks, the big restaurant one. But I'm only going by this comment that's on the screen at the moment from Ryan. I would rather eat my own face than build the Titanic again. And that's a very good question. Anybody got the Concorde set? And has anybody built the Concorde set? Because that looks like it's another nice thing. Because it's not so much the shaft that's caught my eye of the tower. It's actually this base. Because I think this is the same scale as the other smaller bits. So I am thinking, could it work? Because I've got all of the other bits and pieces. I just don't know if I can actually get this bit to fit on because I don't think I've got the ceiling. It's just going to be... I can see what's going to happen. If I ever got it, I just wouldn't be able to actually fit it in the ceiling. Because it's that big. Because I'm sure it's 1.5 meters tall. I mean, look at the size of that. It is huge. Huge. Now, moving on to some other Lego news very, very quickly. If you are from the UK, here we go. So it is happening. They have put in plans for demolishment of the River Rapids ride at Legoland Windsor. Now, reading this article as well, there's actually a few other things that might be happening. So the Viking River was pictured here in 2013. It shut in 2023. So, of course, we're 26 now. So it's been closed for a good while. Opened up in 2010. So it was open for 13 years on and off. It wasn't open a huge amount of time, but they've submitted a proposal to clear the site for a new project. Now, reading this, I don't know, and I hope it's not, that there's going to be a 4D. I think because where they've got the 4D thing at the moment, I think that might just be a redo. But if we carry on reading this, it says... the company has said that the Viking River Ride's demolition will involve knocking down a raised steel queue line structure, its loading platform, control rooms, plant rooms, pump rooms. So, and if you want to see all of this in all of its glory, there is a video on my channel of doing like a last look around. And then I think I did a trip down memory lane of the different bits and pieces that were there. But I've got a very funny. I think the voiceover was when I was ill. So you'll be able to hear the difference in my voice because I was like, I can hardly speak. But they also the other thing is this. So they've put a planning application in for 394D cinema, which is the on the site of its Imagination Theatre, which is one of the older attractions of the theme park. So it turned because the theme park itself turns 30. Next month. It's 30 years old. So if you get there over a certain time period, you can actually get the map from 30 years ago, which is good to see. So that is that. So that's the easiest thing. There is that, and then we've also got Argos. So Argos has lots of different bits and pieces going on at the moment. I'm just getting that all up in the background for everybody. So price high to low. Right, so what do I need? You can just soak in all of its glory the Eiffel Tower, as I'm just finding a few little bits and pieces to send to you. So YouTube Studio, Legoland Windsor. Yeah, that's it. So gone forever, trip down memory lane. So I need to send that to you guys and girls in the chat. So I put the link in the chat for. There you go. That's the link in the chat for that. And there it is. Right. Magic stuff. I can now get off that. I've got so many tabs open. So I can get off what we're looking at, get over to August, and then move over from here. Lego sets. Right, there we go. Now, so the link that I've just put in is the River Rapids from Legoland Windsor. But that is the trip down memory lane, sort of like the news that it was closing. It's the last time to do it and all that kind of stuff. Right, so a lot of these have 20% off. Let me catch back up with the chat quickly. So Ryan says, the man in the pink shirt has never touched a Lego. No, that's it. I don't think so. Yeah, Argos has. They are getting it, as are Smiths. So that is correct. They are getting both those companies are getting it. And Mark is talking about Ninjago and Dreams. So between Ninjago and Dreams, Mark, which is your favorite theme? So the Falcon's gone back up massively to full price. Obviously, these are all in big prices. But yeah, you got 20% off all of these. So the ATST is full price. So there's a Concorde. Look, that's 20% off. I think the modular, some of the modulars on here have got 20% off as well. So they seem to have, they keep moving where the 20% thing is going, because they have got a restock of some stuff. The stuff that's been restocked, obviously, is full price. Because I did see rumours that people were hoping that they were going to do a massive version of this, but I don't know if they will, as it's already out, because they've also got the fountain as well, haven't they? So I don't have any of these. I've only got the little long length. So that's the only ones that I've got. So it could be a bit of a slippery slope for me. So like I said, I'm struggling to come up with ideas for a theme park thing. I saw that for 109, I think. Because again, you've got the Great Pyramid of the Giza for 120. So some nice architecture sets that I could potentially have a bit of a tickle with. This has caught my eye quite a bit, actually. So it's at 21060. Yeah. This one here, this has caught my eye quite a bit. I do like the look of this one. But I haven't built, apart from like the Colosseum, I haven't built a larger thing like this. But I think I think this would work really well. And this is literally, oh grief, this is the one of the Pokemon gyms as well in the original series. Pretty much, it's based on sort of like a Japanesey castle that they go into. So I think I could recreate Pokemon around the world, like a Pokemon Live, while walking around the different bits, while adding in some of the smaller Pokemon buildings. I think, because I've got near enough a full table's worth of architecture sets, and I just had them zigzagging around. I've got a picture on my Instagram from ages ago, like years and years and years ago, of just all the paths and everything walking around, and it's almost like a minifigure scale Miniland, which works well. But no, I do like the look of this one, so I think I might. We'll see what tomorrow brings, because potentially I do like the architecture sets, and I do like traveling, so it kind of, yeah, that's it. Ultra Bricks is tempted by the stem, yeah, and also, of course, I am. I'm a geezer. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, well, that's it. I know. So it'd be a good mix-up for you, Mark. It'll be a good mix-up. That's the main thing. But no, I do like the look of this one. I think it's a smart-looking set. But yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings with regards to that. But yeah, on Argos, there are lots and lots of stuff in a sale. Obviously, everything that's got the red beside it, you can just use use red code 20. And you get 20% off. Of course, the Statue of Liberty is retiring, so it'd be interesting to see what they're going to be doing moving forward with, because that's one of the longest running architecture sets as well, isn't it? So that's been around a long time. I think that's about it. Oh, there you go. It's 20% off Ultra, the stem. That's their exclusive at the moment, apparently. So there you go. If you attempt to buy it at some point, you're 20% off currently. If you wanted to spend some pennies, you can do. The French calf home. And then what else we got? We get the bat wings coming out soon. That's still available for pre-order. There's some more dream sets, so 25% off on those. What has Reese done? Reese, thank you very much for the super chat. Very, very, very kind. We've been enjoying the stream, so thanks, Matt and chat. Well, we try and make it fun for you, Reese. We try and make it fun for you. So thank you very, very much indeed. There we go. That is that. And four. Oh, Brian beat me to it. I was gonna show my support with wrong way. So I was gonna do this. I was gonna show the support off with all of these with the Wonka bar, and then finish it with another one of those. That's what we want. There we go. That's the one. Thank you very much indeed, Reese. Thank you very much indeed. But no, massively appreciate it. Anything, any channel membership, anything like that, just go straight back into the software on this, and then we'll just build the channel up together and just have a good time with it. So that's the main thing. So no, thank you very, very much indeed. But yes, I think that is the thing. So I think you're right. I think some of this is also having to go into a Wonka fund. What every theme park build needs is a candy fun little mascot brat and a river of raw untreated sewage, and that is the Willy Wonka. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there is potential. There is, because that Willy Wonka, I know it sounds daft, but the Willy Wonka is probably in about this scale, like with regards to like the build. So it would probably, I could do a chocolate river rapid through the architecture section of the Miniland, because that, whereas Legoland Windsor is a walkthrough attraction, over in America, so this is what I'm looking at, over in America, you sit on a boat and do it. So there's potential. There is potential that we can do these kind of silly things. So no, thank you very much indeed, Reese. It means a lot. And of course, don't forget, it was the big man Ryan that gifted everybody's channel membership. So make use of those channel memberships with regards to. There you go. It just looks like a river of diarrhea. Oh, we love a bit of Willy Wonka, don't we? Let's be honest. Is it really that bad in person? So that's it. So we could have this as the ride entrance and exit to the theme park section of almost our Pokemon architecture, Pokemon World, I guess it would be. And this could be added into there with a floating river of goodness. We could get a Ryan Sigfig, and he can be sat beside the Oompas. I think that'd be nice. Add a little bit of sweet corn, or put some farm around it. Okay. I'm sure we can do some different bits and pieces. The space set is in the clearance now. £35 off that one. Again, that's just going to be launched back in the box until I know what's going on with everything. We have got all sorts of other little bits and pieces as well. 25% off some of the Star Wars things. Because some of these had come out early. You got 10% off the Cruella de Vil already, which is not bad. They could have, yeah. I think they could have done a fair bit more with the Willy Wonka. But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? So Mark's gone for Lego Dreams because I know more about it because I've seen all the episodes. But in Ninjago, I've never seen the old episodes, just the Dragon Ride. Fair enough. Well, if you get the opportunity to watch the original stuff from Ninjago, it'll be where you're probably watching Dreams. It'll be on the same channel, so you should be able to tuck into all of that and see what is what. But yeah, there's lots and lots of stuff from Argos on a sale, and you've got 25% off the Up House. This is the architecture sets that I've got. I've got loads and loads of these. So how I'm going to manage to put all of those back together again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that'll be something that potentially could work. I think that'd be something. I think potentially that'd be something that could work on there. So yeah, I think that could work quite well. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So DJI got the architecture set in 2016. Yeah, I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot of those architecture sets. Let's jump back over to the Lego website. What architecture sets are there? Let me just see if I can find some of the older ones. Because they've all retired, haven't they, near enough? Where are they going to be? Right, so yeah, they've got... So I've got the Tokyo one. I've got the London one. I've got Paris. I've got New York. I've got... I know the others as well, which aren't on here. That's embarrassing, isn't it? So yeah, I've got a fair few of them, because there is quite a lot to obviously to tuck into. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be building all of those up, and yeah, I think potentially it could. I think it could work quite well. So yeah, Reese says I do like the little architecture sets, which some of them are expensive. They are, yeah, that's it. So I've got all of the lengths. I've got a tub. I've got lots of them. I've got to have close to 10. I've got to have close to 10 of them. Then obviously I've got the Colosseum. Potentially get the Eiffel Tower. Maybe get the other one as well. It has indeed, hasn't it? Right, we'll jump onto that and see what it says. So thank you for reminding me. We'll jump over to the Bricklink stuff now. So Bricklink Design Program stuff then. Here it is. So pre-orders are still going, obviously, but Series 10, the voting has finished. So we've done what we can. I think as a team, we did all right looking at all of these, I think, but it's done. That's it. So check back on the 19th of March. That's all we've got to do. We just got to wait. So what we will do on the 19th of March is we will do a live stream, possibly as they're being announced. I don't know whether to do it as they're being announced or what, or you know, whatever it will be. But that's it. So there's nothing else that can be done. So that's why I did the stream last night, because it was the last opportunity for people to get them. Obviously, they are all still there, but that's it now. You can't. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that you can do. And has anybody else crumbled for this? Has anybody crumbled and got anybody else? They obviously are still. They are still available. I still do like the look of that sushi restaurant, but I'm holding off. I'm holding strong at the moment. I haven't picked up any of those. But no, we'll put Reese's thing back on. So thank you very much indeed for that, Reese. So Reese was actually saying thanks to the chat as well. It wasn't just to me saying thank you to. It was saying thanks to everybody else as well. So yeah, it's nice to be able to do these and just wind everybody up. So Ultra Bricks is saying it's almost sold out. No, I haven't seen the latest numbers. I don't know. I don't actually know how to see the numbers. So if somebody in the chat can let us know the numbers of all 5 of these now, that would be interesting, because it's don't forget, it's 150,000 that they can do. So they will, for as long as they can, keep moving it from one thing to another. But then that'll be it. So The sushi restaurant looks right up your modular street. I've not crumbled yet. Yeah, I've not crumbled yet. Reese says I've managed to resist the boat so far. Well, this is possible, but DJI, they are limited. So if you think about it, this is at the maximum. This boat got through. Look, it's 4,000. So the how the Bricklink works is that they go from small to big. So it's a 4,000 limit, and it takes it over ever so slightly. This is under that. It's at 3.6. So yeah, it's just all about different parts usage and all that kind of thing. Obviously, beautiful detailing. I'd have it as a long length if I got it. Have it as a long length, but yeah, I think it's a nice looking set. But yeah, we'll see. So I haven't crumbled yet. So yeah, it does look nice. But you've got 2 days, well, 3 days, 3 full days there or thereabouts to crack on with that one. So I think I've seen a mix of people buying a mix of all the sets. I've seen people getting Walt, the antique collection. I've seen people get all of them. I don't know anybody that's got all 5 of them yet, though. Have you crumbled yet? Have you crumbled at anything else? So it was at 36,000 yesterday. Good grief. That's scary. So Reese is like, can't wait for the sushi. Oh, I know. I think it'd be a really nice build, and it'd be a good fun live stream to put that together as well, wouldn't it? But I don't know. Sushi's at 34. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't surprise me. They're both spectacular. Both spectacular sets. Now, this is the thing, because Series 8 starts in June. 1st of June, Series 8. So you've got Pirates, Medieval, Locomotives, the Big University, and the Hot Air Balloon. And we haven't got the final designs yet. They are coming. So we'll have the final design revealing on the 1st of May. So 1st of May is when all of this gets updated, and then we'll see any changes, designs, and everything. So we've got a few months now. We've got a few months off from Bricklink, just to sort of take it easy. Shibo's not crumbled yet. Nothing else yet. Yeah. I'll talk about me delaying the inevitable. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, I've been good. Because if we go back a few, I went for this, and it went completely epically wrong. So that was a nightmare. And then for this series, I wanted this and just left it. I wanted it, and just left it be. I thought no, and it's probably a good thing I did. I do like it, but it's probably for the best that I left that. And then now we're at Series 7. So I've only got a handful, because I didn't get anything from Series 4. I got nothing from Series 4. I got 2 from Series 3. I got both of them at the same time, obviously. And then I backtracked Series 1. So I've got odds and sods from these different bits and pieces, but I haven't got anything yet from the more modern stuff. So, but it's there, it's ticking over, and who knows? Because we know how it works. It takes a prepayment, doesn't it? And you get charged in 6 months. So what's in Series 8? It says Sean, and what's in Series 9 asks DJI. Right. So Series 8, we've got pirates, we've got castles, we've got trains and locomotives. So the train itself is self-explanatory. You've got an up and side. In the Coconut Cape, there's a lot more detail to this one to have a quick look at. So if you're into your pirates, this is the one for you. Now, of course, potentially the minifigures will change, just because it is what it is with regards to those. and you can see the other little bits and pieces that are happening and going on and all that kind of thing. So yeah, there's a fair bit for that. So yeah, lots of detail, like lots of that chandelier and all of the other little brick built things that are going on. But yeah, it does look nice. It does look nice. Now I would have got that if the pirate one had happened, but the pirate one fell through, and that was my fault. That was me being an absolute pleb on that one. So yeah, my luck with the Bricklink stuff, not always. I haven't got a good 100% record with that. So I ordered it, did it, and got an email through thinking it was on its way, and they needed updating payment details, and I didn't see the emails. It got cancelled. So, but yeah, this is the Duck Mask Keep in Series 8. So this is the nice castle with the wanted posters and all this kind of thing. Rumours are that it's going to be changing, though. So if it is going to be changing, it's going to be a completely different type of story being told. Then that would be a little bit of a shame. I quite like the fact that they are like a bounty hunter in the desert going off to get all the other factions. I thought that was quite a nice story to be told. But yeah, but there's rumours has it that it's going to change. But again, until it comes out from Brick Hunter themselves, I'm not 100% sure on that one. So yeah, you've got the hot air balloon on this one as well. So you could easily spend quite a lot of money. So you can see you've got the big funky clouds. You got it's just hot air balloon. So if somebody wanted a hot air balloon going around the city, if it's at a good price point, this could be one of the quicker, cheaper sets to push huge numbers quickly, just from a perspective of having a hot air balloon going around your city. So there's potential. It got through, obviously, and then you've got the City of University, which is four base plates in length, so it's 2 halves, and you can squash it round to make it as a full length or a square if you wanted it to. So again, it's completely up to you with regards to how you do it. This one, again, from a theme park perspective, I don't really think I can make this one work. And it's because I think this is at the higher brick count, isn't it? Yeah, so I think this one might be the highest price. I think. Well, they all massive. Was that was 3,900. Is this 4,000 as well? 4,000. All right. So we've got 2 huge ones in there. Oh yeah, because I did this last time, didn't I? It's the pirate one. Looks like it's a huge brick count, but it's much lower. It's 2,400. So it's much lower for the pirate. So the pirate one will be at this will be obviously that'll be the cheapest. Then it would be that one. Then it would be that one. Then it would be these two at a close, expensive last. And then for Series 9, which you are looking at October the 7th, but not until 27 that you'll have them in hand. That's your Wild West. So this is why Ultra Bricks has to make the decision. And you've got the Sleepy Dragon Inn as well. So you've got some, you've got some decisions to be made for it. So, Reese, who's your favourite ninja? Jackie Chan. Oh, nothing wrong with Jackie Chan. Is incredible. There's nothing wrong with Jackie Chan at all. So, I think Team Jackie Chan. We are. I think everybody's on. No, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't like Jackie Chan. To be honest, I think Jackie Chan is incredible. But I mean, Chuck Norris has to be up there, doesn't he? Surely, good old Chuck. He's got to be throwing it down still. Garmadon with the forearms. He's gone for a four nunchuck attack. Right. So what we're 45 minutes in. So if I wonder if I can I write that on the actual stream itself? I think can I? No. Just got to remember that. Just remind me at 45 minutes in. I'm just gonna write it in the chat. 45 minutes in. Lego ideas. Right. So that will remind me to That'll remind me to write that in the chat after, in case anybody's watching this on the replay and they're wondering when I'm going to get to the next bit. I'm doing it now. So Lego ideas. We did a deep dive on this the other day. Let me flop that website open. There it is. And we were going through the 10K submissions. So we'll just carry on with that. We'll see how far we get through. And then more than likely we'll finish it Sunday evening, because I'm going to do a long one tomorrow. Who knows? If need be and there's time, we can carry on and do another one of these. But yeah, so if you notice, this is how it all works. Look, so they've got the staff picks for the 1K supporters, final day, 8 days, 570 days. Some of them have just got through much quicker than others. And then you've got all of these are the different challenges that are on their way at the moment. They're all in different building phases. But again, you've got other stuff well in the past. So because where was the other? You had the stuff for Halloween. You had, because some of these are for giveaways and some of these are just for the sake of winning stuff, aren't they? So there's some really nice designs in here, but we'll have to look through all of these separately, because I mean, let's be honest. There you go, Sean. That's the train that you want. Surely that's what you would want. So Are you sure he's named after Keanu Reeves and not Kai from Ninjago? I don't know. Reeves like, well, yeah. I can see where you're going with that. I can see where you're going. But yeah, the Spectacle Express. So potential that could be going into a collection near Sean at some point. And then, yeah, so, I mean, you've got beautiful things like this with a midnight. I mean, you've just got some amazing stuff, haven't you? There's some amazing designs in here that the challenge is closed. Head over to the creation sections to see who got a prize. So just win a little something. There's some of them that will be giveaways. There's some of them that will be something else. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys and girls, thank you very much indeed. And with regards to the poll, 50% of you think the Lord of the Rings girth is going to be the biggest set of 2026. 40% of you for the architecture. 10% of you think the length of cheese is going to be the biggest. And nobody thinks that the new Pokemon set that's coming out at 6,800 pieces is going to be the biggest set of 2026. So some people must have insider information, I'm sure. I'm sure there's insider information going on with all of that. But let's carry on nice and steady in the Lego Ideas stuff. Now, of course, if there's anything you want me to click on and zoom in on, then you guys and girls just let me know. And then, yeah, we'll basically wait and see what happens with how far we get through, which will be good. So we got to products and review, didn't we? And then we were at newest. And I just need to figure out where we got to. And I just got to let Pumpkin in. Nope. I am here. Where's she gone? Oh, she's over there. Okay, she's in the basket. She's happy. She is happy. June 1st. What's June 1st? What's happening? Is the girth confirmed yet? We've got a girth confirmation date for 1st of June. Ouch. So the Eiffel Tower, don't forget, retires in June or July. So we're going for the girth at 8,000. So if that's confirmed at 8K, is the cheese going to be bigger than 8,000 pieces? Oh, I don't know, because of the Eiffel Tower retiring, obviously, that's 10,000 pieces. So will they have another big architecture set this year, or will it happen next year? Because I can't remember the crossover from the Colosseum to the Eiffel Tower. I can't remember how that worked. So we'll just get to where we were roughly last time. Definitely saw the pigeon. I definitely clicked on more entries. So I know I went too far last time, didn't I? We had a look at the Rubik's Cube. There's Freddy. We're taking a look at Mercury. We looked at the wolf. Oh, we said about Supernatural. That rings a bell, doesn't it? So we'll start Supernatural. Yeah, we'll start here. That's what we'll do, and we'll work our way through. Yeah, so the big girth is 8,000, and apparently it's coming on the 1st. So are you going to be getting the girth? Anybody? Does anybody want that? And I'm assuming it's going to depend on the giveaway purchase, is it? Is that what you guys and girls are thinking? It's like it just very much depends on the giveaway purchase with regards to if you're going to be getting it or not. Because I can just envision the size of the box, because the Death Star was heavy enough to carry. Well, that's fine by me. It'd be cheaper, so that doesn't matter. That does not matter at all. The eyeball, what we got? We got the eyeball, the girth. Rivendell is just Rivendell. The length of the cheese is the anything related that is a cheese-shaped ship in Star Wars. It's just, but the thing is, right? And I'll show everybody this now. If I go on to, if I go to the Lego website, look, I'm not making this up. I'm on the Lego website. Look, eyeball. Ready? Eyeball. Oh, look, top of the list. Eyeball. So that's it. So they must be listening to my live streams. It is now a short tag to get to the Lord of the Rings eyeball. So there it is. There must have been somebody somewhere gone, yes, we're going to relate it to the eyeball. The beating heart and the idea. Oh yeah. That's a bit of a freaky. That's a bit of a freaky one, isn't it? That. Oh, braces. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that torso one. So there, I couldn't tell you what anything this is about. Pride and Prejudice. I have no idea. We saw the Edward Scissorhand Castle, so we've clicked on that line because I remember saying I didn't know about Pride and Prejudice, so we stopped at there. So now we'll start off with the pirate ship. So if you're a fan of your pirate ships, then this will be one for you. I don't know if this is something that you guys and girls like or not, but I don't know. So it's made it through. It's made it in the Flint pirate spaceship. So it's hit 10K. I don't know how long it took to hit 10,000 supporters, but 10,000 people like it. They also like the black hole. There you go, Sean. You're into your Mona Lisa and all that kind of stuff. You can have yourself a black hole. 300. What's the? What's going on? What's going on? I want to get it, but if I get it or not is another story. Oh, right. We're talking about we're talking about girth, aren't we? Right. Okay. So Killian says it'd be cheaper the more I keep saying it wrong. Perfect stuff. Day one giveaway will be driven. Otherwise, wait for a sale. That'll be next year on August. Amazon, sorry, won't it? Of course. I want it, but if I get it or not is another story, says Sean. And then Beating Heart is freaking Resound. I'm the same as the Earth. Oh, so she was going to be day one with the giveaway. 340 new in box. I resisted. What was that for? The temptation is real. What did you resist? What have I missed? What's going on? What's going on? Yes. Okay. I can do that, Killian. We'll do a live stream series of that. That's absolutely fine. So we can go over the old Lego system. We'll do a Lego system live stream. Maybe we could do that tomorrow evening. That's absolutely fine. We can do that. That'd be quite cool to go over because there's a load of load of good Lego system stuff, isn't there? That one is self-explanatory with regards to what that is, so I don't actually have to click on that. And then you've got the vintage gramophone with its working Twizzler, which is the one that freaking Reese out. Let's take a closer look. Where's the heart? Where is it? Where's the heart? Heart. Platypus. Oh, the heart's further down then, so we've got to get to the heart then. Where was the heart? Where was the heart? Japanese Village, Universal Monsters, Night Rider. Yeah, I've gone too far now. Gone too far. There we go. Right, SpongeBob Square. I'm sure. Have I not clicked on these? Because I remember saying about the rookie. It was Universal Monsters. Twister. Night Rider. No, I didn't. That's fine. No, so we're gonna. So anybody a SpongeBob SquarePants kind of guy? Oh, that's it. Ryan's talking about must have been so the temptation. So reading this backwards, £340 new in box. The temptation is real. Must have been the Willy Wonka set. I'm assuming that's what it was about. I'm assuming there's Team Willy Wonka going on. Right, so this is the crab. So if you are a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants, never seen an episode of this at all. Never, ever. So I'm sure you guys and girls have a lovely time watching this. I have not watched it. I don't know what I've got all the comments coming through, but I can't see what you've written. Girth 8,000 pieces. Ultra bricks. No, it's not come. It's not come through on my end. It's not come through. Somebody else? No, I've got it all turned on. But even Reese asked what set it is. Ultra Brick says I can't see it either. So yeah, so Ultra Brick says I can't see it. That's why Ryan said it must have been Willy Wonka, and that's what. And Reese has also asked what set is it, and Killian can't see it either. Krusty Krab and Willy Wonka. We'll put that side by side, shall we? Okay, hang on. We're gonna have a Krusty Willy going on, are we? Right. So there is Willy Wonka, and that is the Krusty Krab. There we go. Comment after Reese asked. No, the comment after Reese asked is must be Willy Wonka. That's a great set. No, I will prove it to you. I will send a photo. Just live photography going on. There we go. I'm going to penetrate your inbox. And look at that. We've got live technical stuff going on now. There we go. That is a picture of the chat from my end, so you can see exactly what's going on. Yeah, no. I've done it. I've sent it. I've sent it now, so it's fine. Just if you don't believe me, it's fine. But I've taken a photo, so it's there. So don't worry. Yeah, that's it. Reese is like somebody's getting shady payback on Sean, but it's definitely not coming through. It's definitely not coming through. I promise I cannot do it. So my check in the chat is always that. And if you can't figure out what that's supposed to be, then well, you're not so much as a child as I am. But I'm going to make the most of those emojis while I have them. Right, we have got the rookie. Now, there's another version of the rookie then, because this is a different version. Yeah, I know it happened. It happened the other week, didn't it? Yeah, that's it. So Shiba's there. I had to double check to make sure it wasn't. I was like, "Is it?" No, it's not. It's not me checking myself out in the mirror. Got to get those angles. It's too cold for that. You need a microscope, is what you would need, or a telescope. Probably a telescope, to be honest. So I don't think the zoom would be strong enough on the phone to see that. So yeah, that's the rookie. That is your rookie. So again, I'm just going to go through these at a steady pace, and then we'll be going through. You were talking about the eyeball. Oh, right. I can. Right. So we didn't know what you were talking about. So you were talking about the eyeball, and you've resisted. Ah. Oh, right. Okay. Well, how much is it new? Because it's eyeball. Yeah. Oh, right. So you had it as a saving. Right. Yeah, because it's $3.99 on the Lego website, isn't it? $3.99 on the Lego website. So you've turned the eyeball down. The eyeball has gone. Well, is it gone or is it just sort of still available, but you haven't actually taken it yet? I know. I know you never, I know you don't. See, look at the things. Look at the things you get over here, Ryan. Exactly that. There we are, talking about an eyeball, and I've just put a Krusty Krab on the Willy. I've just put a Krusty Willy side by side as well. So I know. There we go. So there's a bit. So to be honest, I was just, for a second, and I was like, is he talking about the black hole or is he talking about the eyeball? I'm really confused. I wasn't too sure if he was talking about his own hole for a second then, but it's all been clarified. It's all been clarified. Right, this I think would look lovely as well in people's collections if this ever became a thing. And of course, this will go well with the new sushi and yada yada yada, wouldn't it? So yeah, it does look good. It does look good. The Japanese village. That's it. We're now all talking about. We're now all talking. We're now talking about Sean's eyeball. So yeah, honestly, that hadn't come through. There we go. It's taken 5 minutes to figure it out. Now, I forget to say this every single time, but if you are for whatever reason watching this back on the replay, you can have the live chat active because it saves once it's rendered. So if you want to see what these crazy guys and girls are talking about, because obviously at the moment you might just think it's just me making up random stuff about eyeballs and length, but if you actually start to read the chat, then obviously it's all there. So yeah, I know. That's it. I know. That's it. We're talking about there's levels to the game. I mean, I'm sat on a carpet while Pumpkin has the whole sofa to herself when she can be bothered to sit on it, and yeah, that's it. But I think we will just randomly thinking. I probably will end up having to get a Willy Wonka, won't I, by the end of this year? I think that'll be that. I think that'll have to be the case. I think that's the set. I think that's a channel. I think that's a channel set mascot. I think. So that'll have to be added to the list before it retires. Because there's not long to get that one up. That'll be a clear double points purchase. That'll be removed before flight. Yeah, so if you want a sort of like a, I was going to say a hybrid Technic build, but that is a Technic build, then that'll be one for you. A little dock on the side. But I don't know how long these have been in the 10K submissions, to be fair. I don't know. Well, I think the next double points is going to be after Star Wars, May the 4th. Because normally it's about a week or two after. So what they do is they give you a new Star Wars set, and if you're patient, they then give you double points, just don't have the giveaway. That's what I think it's going to be. So there's going to be a bit of a gap now until May, unless they do one before. But if you think really, they're probably not going to give you double points on the Pokemon stuff for a while, or the Smart Brick stuff. So I think they might just make us wait, because there's not really that many double points in a year, but they all seem to come up quite close towards the end, because we had the Insiders Black Friday, then we had the last double points of the year, and then we had them in January just to kickstart everything off again. But no, I don't think we get them in. I don't think we'll get them now until May. I don't think. I'm trying to think back, but I don't think we'll have something before then, because I always remember thinking, oh yeah, with the Star Wars stuff, you can get it on double points later on, because that's what happened with the Sail Barge when it came out, and also just after the Lord of the Rings month as well. So at the start of the month, the Lord of the Rings sets come out, and if you're willing to wait 3 weeks, you get the sets on double points. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. But it's just a case of, do you want to wait for double points, or do you want to try and go all in and get it early doors? Oh, Reese is getting it tomorrow. What have you got a delivery window for that? Have you got a delivery window in? I'll tell you what, I'm getting a bit jealous of all you lot getting your new sets in. I'm definitely letting the side down. I haven't been to the Lego store since the 2nd of January. How bad's that? I need to buck my ideas up, I think, a little bit. Buck my ideas up. So after your hotel, Reese, are you just looking for the Assembly Square and the police station, or is there others that are on your radar? Oh, there we go. Sean just said police station new inbox on Marketplace 260. Good evening, Mr. Lego King. How are we? Shibo is celebrating as well. So how many of them are you going to be backtracking? That's the thing. And I've got an interesting question to everybody. I can't change it because I was going to tempted to put it on the poll, but I thought no, I do the poll of what I'm doing at the moment, and that poll at the moment is 42% for Lord of the Rings. We think the Lord of the Rings set will be the biggest of 2026. 0 for Pokemon. So my question is which do you think would be the better build? The Titanic, the Eiffel Tower, or the big Pokemon set? Because they're there or thereabouts, all of the same price. And the brick count is very, very similar to each other as well. So what do you think would be a better build? And don't forget the stuff that we're looking at, the difference between this and the Bricklink stuff is that this has already got through the 10,000 vote submissions. So everything that we're clicking on has been voted for over 10,000 times by the general public. So, which do you think would be a better looking, like all over, like a better all over? All over. So Ultra Bricks is saying Pokemon will be the better build. 260 for the police station. Gloucester. Obviously, not sure where you're based. Probably 100 miles away. Ooh. Well, we might be able to do something. It depends where you are. And it depends how far that is away from me. This is quite a smart looking, a fancy looking thing, isn't it? What the hell is this all about? An observatory. Oh, is it a deer thing? That's pretty cool. You've got all the goats, you've got the mountain goats, you've got the birds' nests. I think like the deer symbol on the thigh. That's something completely different. Put a load of snow on the roof and you'd be well away. Yeah, the police station modular is worth getting though, because the police station modular is a very, very nice looking. It is a very, very nice looking thing. So it's just getting one at a good price, I think. Because do you have the bank? Does anybody have the bank modular? Does anybody have this? Because this is the Easter egg reference to the thing on the side of the police station. Because it's the soaps and suds on the side. So you've got the big sticker on the glass just on here with the laundry bits and pieces, and it is literally money laundering. I said this before. You open up the safe, you can get the minifigure in there. They jump down, get in, get out, literally money launder straight out the front door. But then the police station has the advertisement for the laundry thing, which I thought was quite funny. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's not gone well for Reese. Not gone well for Reese. So the band didn't. The band's not lasted very long. So Ultrabrick says the oldest modular have is the assembly square, then had more since then. That's good going. Let me just catch up with everybody. Right. Oh. What's my white whale? The one that got away. One set currently. I think I've said it for a long, long time. Would be. There might be a couple like really old, not really old, but older sets. So the first ever Winter Village train before it was the Winter Village collection. So you'd be looking at what 17, 18 years ago. That would be nice to have. The Temple of Air Jitsu would be great from Ninjago. I would love that because that would just be amazing to have. So that's really old. That's old. And current, I think the current one that kind of felt like it got away and I should have done something about it, but I can still get it, obviously. It's probably the Enterprise, I would say, out of all of those bits and pieces that are out and available. But that'd be the three. If I went from much older to current, I would say those three. So the first Winter Village train, which we had a look at, which is now scary amount of money. And then you've got, the Temple of Air Jitsu, which is a beautiful looking set. And then I think the Enterprise. But yeah, that's the same for everybody else. What is their sort of the Holy Grail? That's on the list. It's on your sort of like your fantasy list. There's got to be 2 or 3 of them that you're on there. Not the horse of the year. No. I mean, there was opportunities. I'm not too sure if I got that right, and I think I might have got given it as a giveaway actually. So it's all right. No, I think I own it because I got the Ninjago set at the start of the year. I think they threw it as a free giveaway. So I think I'm all right. So I think that's okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. But I mean, how many? I'm sure, like yours, Ryan, and a couple of other people's as well, might be the Little Lion Knights Castle, because you know that giveaway. Some of you got that giveaway about 15 times, I think. Lego King has just picked up the new Bricklink set today, so yeah, you've got a couple of days left to get that ordered. So Ewok Village, old school Ewok Village. So yeah, good choice on that. Yeah, two very good sets, Shibo. The old fishing store and the Apocalypse Boat, two completely different sets, but both are gorgeous. So yeah, completely agree with that. They are very, very good. Yes, there is some nice sets about. There are. Why has it done that? Don't do that. I've lost my place now. Let's carry on. Where did we get to? Hunger Games. Nothing like a bit of violence for the Hunger Games. You can just have them ripping each other to pieces if you wanted to. Hunger Games, 5 areas. Yeah, so yeah, I reckon that'd be I think that'd be the. I don't think like modern, like now. If I was to walk into a Lego store right now, what would I want? It would probably be the Enterprise, I think. Yeah, it's it. I've got I've already done my sort of my big backtrack of last year was the Winter Chalet, so that was my big one that I backtracked, and I'm really happy that I've got it. All the others are beautiful, but they just wouldn't work with what I'm doing for that. But if you did the ones before, like the 25th anniversary, or the sort of the ones before Series 1, I can't remember what it is. It's the Invitational, I think. Yeah, that's where the Winter Chalet was, and I'm glad I picked that one up because that's a really nice looking thing. So some of the old Lord of the Rings and Hobbit sets are great. Yep, very, very true. Yeah, that's it. There's some of that things that what I can when I share the new emojis. Look, it literally now on the screen it just says full length Willy, because I do believe that is a picture of Willy Wonka that's been shown. I think yes, it is. I can see it. So we got full length Willy on there. Shibo says it's a good question, but I can't actually remember what the question was, Shibo. So I'm glad it was a good question, but I can't remember what it would be. But yeah, if I walked into a Lego store right now, I think it would be that. Yeah, because when the emojis, when people do the emojis with the ones that are on the channel membership stuff, it's just written in code. So all I keep seeing is like golden toilet loo, and then I've got balls, and then I've got Willy, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what they all are. So I need to come up with some more funky names for them so I can share them on the screen, so you lot can start getting creative with what you're writing. If you walk into a Lego store, okay. So it's okay. There we go. That's open question then. So if anybody walked into a Lego store right now and it was an unlimited budget, what would be the set you would walk away with? They went, congratulations, you're our millionth customer today. Have a free set on us. What would you have? Yeah, see, that's a good call. The Monster Fighters glow in the dark, the actual haunted house. Yeah, the Monster Fighter's haunted house. That's a proper haunted house. That is. That's a really nice set. That'd be a good set to try and backtrack. But again, that's a big Halloween set, and they're very expensive now. Very, very expensive now. But yeah, if you walked into the Lego store tomorrow and you were the millionth customer of the day, what is it that you would get, collect, and do? And I really think it would be the Enterprise. I think, for me, I think that's what I'd go for. It bugs me that I really enjoy the show, and it bugs me that I had the opportunity to get it in Bristol in Cribs with the giveaway, and I ended up getting the Christmas tree instead. Hey, pumpkin. And yeah, it's massive. This thing is absolutely massive. Killian's like, oh, I'm your millionth customer. Give me something that's so basically Killian's going for the most expensive to sell it on. That's a good call, actually. Probably the Death Slice, not a bad idea. Or Rivendell or the Eyeball. That's it. So you lot are going for a lot of the bigger sets. But yeah, this I like. And it is huge. And like I said, it'll work the crossover for Pokemon, so I think I can get away with that. So yeah, we're good. Yeah. I think. Now I know we've clicked on this, so I don't know where we actually got to now. I don't know if we just randomly clicked on random. I think we just randomly clicked on some, didn't we, at the end? I think we just randomly clicked on some at the end because this looks very, very nice. I think. You come in, pumpkin. Hello. Come on. Hello. Oh yeah, you're there. Yeah, it's good. There's a good selection of stuff, isn't there? There's a good selection on the Lego website at the moment to pick up some different bits and bobs. Question. I was about to say what Shivo picked, but so you're the millionth customer, and you'll go in and get the Black Pearl or the Krusty Burger. So you get a Krusty Black Pearl. There you go. You could get both. You could get both because if they said here's 1,000, so okay, there you go. You're the millionth customer into the Lego store tomorrow morning. They give you £1,000 gift voucher that you have to spend before you leave. What is everybody getting for £1,000? Sean is going for 42675. Right, 42675. What is that? 42675. It is the there we go. So Sean, so you're going to get a lot of Lego Friend stuff. If you've got £1,000 gift card, Sean's already spent £8.99 of his. Yeah, it's okay. There you go. That's what we want. That you guys can just figure it out quickly and make me your dream list. You're the millionth customer tomorrow walking into this. Here's £1,000 gift card. You've got to spend it though before you leave. And if you go over, you've got to spend the rest. It's got the rest of it. The rest of it has got to come out your own pocket. So what would you go for? Because you could go for a Death Slice and like a CMF minifigure, or you could go for a lot of the ships. You could get a full wave of something, like every single One Piece set. There's lots of stuff that you could do and go for. But that's nice. The Tavern Bear. A bit of Knight Rider. Now you got Devon. His nice tie. Yeah, concept of kit. Yeah, this is another family vacation because there's a different one of these up at the top, wasn't there? He's got no pants on. Why is he not wearing any underwear? What's this movie all about? What have I missed? Have I missed something? I don't understand. So it looks like it's a big old roof on that. Big old roof. So yeah, so I don't know which one you prefer. Don't you prefer if you like this one or the one up top, because it seems to be almost both the same. I'm assuming it's the same scene, but because that's at the bottom and there was one right at the top, wasn't there? Yeah, so you've got the vacation house up at the top, or you've got the vacation house down at the bottom. And they've both done well, because this is the other one. This is the one that's just got through. Again, completely different technique with regards to everything that they've done. It's amazing they've just done a completely different take on the same film. So now you are spoiled, because if you've got two, I'm assuming it's the exact same house, but which would it be? Because this, I think we said that this one would go very well next to the Home Alone house. This one looked like it was a bit of a meaty project. This one, that does like that kind of looks like this bloke from The Shining. That's what he reminds me of, where he's freezing in the snow. Yeah, I think that would slide in nicely next to the Home Alone house. I think, because that one does look, well, both look nice, but that one I think would be perfect next to the Home Alone house. I think the other one looks like a little bit smaller. So yeah, Reese says next to that. Killian says that. So National Lampoon, and then the list is coming through from Shibo. So Arkham, Black Pearl, Krusty Krusty Burger, Upscaled Santa. You are, what's that? 5. You can still get another set for 1,000 though, Shibo. You're undercutting yourself. Yeah, there is some nice stuff on the Lego Ideas. Some nice stuff on the Lego Ideas website. And of course, what do we actually think of the new Lego house set that is going to be available from the 1st of March? Because obviously that's all out and about and done now. Just while I'm thinking about it, let's have a look. Let's just skip to the Lego house website quickly, because that's another bit of news this week, wasn't it, for this? So you got the wild animal theme kicking off on the 29th of January, so 9 days until this all kicks off. But no, the new set is out and available. So here it is, and make and take. No, hang on. Lego house. Lego. Let me get to it a different way. That's the badger. There we go. It took long enough, but we're there. So what do we think of this? The I Heart Billand. Can anybody name me everything that you can see in that? Oh, got my basket sorted. 996.96. What's in it, Sean? He's there like add. Thanks very much. I'll take that. So what do we have here? What do we think of all of that? I think that one will sell very well because you will see all of those as you walk around. So yeah, I can see that one. I can see that one selling quite well. To be fair, it's going to be difficult to get, obviously, because it's an exclusive. But I can see it selling. I can see it selling well. But it just depends if it's your cup of tea or not. Having a very serious conversation with Sean. Just oh wait, that's made me laugh. But yeah, that's yours if you want it. So it's there, it's available, and there we go. Right, so we've got the Manta Ray Mech Island in the Sky. So it looks like you can hang it or you can stand it by the looks of it. So again, this has hit the 10K, so it's managed to do it. Reese is getting the list up now. So we've got Rivendell, Avengers Tower, and Arkham. That's a strong trio. That is a strong trio. Yeah. Nice sets included in that. Absolutely. Got the koi up at the top, the little lily pads, and the other little bits and pieces as well. I don't know if there's anything that's really caught my eye because, like, again, with these, if they make it through, I don't know if there's any of these I would get. Like, I think that I can imagine the Monster Inc. set selling well with the little minifigures and things, but again, it's not from me. I'm sure there's some Wizard of Oz fans. I'm sure there's some of you crazy bunch are about. Yeah, there we go. 4p change. That's it. You've done well. 4p. That's it. £4. £4 and 4p, isn't it? £4, 4p. Why? Thank you. So Holiday Express train, nice. Night Before Christmas, nice. Bionicle Gardens and Rivendell. Sean's all in on that. Mathematically worked out to 4p change. Cannot go wrong. But see, potentially this potentially selling quite well. Because I know you lot love. I know there's some people that like the Wizard of Oz. Fun fact for you, by the way: when it's snowing in the Wizard of Oz, it's actually asbestos. Just so you know. I just make everybody aware of that. So when you rewatch this film back and they're skipping away when it's snowing, that is asbestos that they put through a turbine flat fan. Oh, the things they did for movies back in then, didn't realize. So when you do the Hollywood backlot tour and they go around, they tell you about it. It's like, oh, this is the bit where this was filmed. It was snowing here, but it wasn't actually snow. They used asbestos, and everybody was getting really ill. Oh, she was made an adjustment. Okay, after adjustment, Arkham, Black Pearl, Italian Riviera, and the Waterflowers. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's 800 points per £5. So if you know what it is, and obviously if you can get them on double points, you can double it, can't you? So that's the basic rule of thumb on the points. Yeah. So the Italian Riviera seems to be a lot of people. It's on a lot of people's lists. I think a lot of people like the Italian Riviera. I don't know anybody that's actually got it though. Oh yeah, that's it. I know. You should have heard the members of staff when they were taking us around on this backlot tour, and like, yeah. So we got to I got to the bit in the middle where they did all the Back to the Future filming, where he's sort of driving around and doing all the bits and pieces. And they're like, oh, yeah, so every time it snowed, it was always asbestos. That's what they did. It was just it was just that. And that's what they used. And yeah, they were breathing that in, weren't they? Yeah. But it was quite cool to see where because they filmed the Gremlins on the Backlot tour. They did loads of stuff on there, and that you saw the clock tower from Back to the Future and all those kind of things. So that was a really cost effective. It was only like £20, I think, and it was a good few hours that you went round and did the bits, and that was really good, to be honest. That was a good day out. Going around Hollywood, California. Going around Hollywood. It's Hollywood, California, Universal. I was by myself for the whole week. Didn't speak to anybody. I didn't hear my own voice for 7 days. It was fantastic. Who is this? Open up the door. Okay. This must be, I'm assuming this is a film. Oh, music. I don't know. It's over my head. I'm not that fashionable, but it's got 10,000 votes, so there's potential it could do well. Potential. You know that you know what kind of sets get put through on the Lego ideas. Yeah, there was loads of facts because as they're going through, they showed you where the Batman stuff was. They showed you they'd had all the props left over from the original Jurassic Park film. They were just sort of dumped in the back lot. Yeah, some real cool bits and pieces because there's a backlot tour and then something at the Universal Park as well, which is pretty good. So, does any of these ideas caught anybody's eye at the moment? Would anybody buy any of these, or is it just a simple, nice to look at, but it's a pass from me? Because the Jumanji one, I think I'll take a closer look at, because I think there's some Jumanji fans in. And then you've got a bit of a fantasy thing coming in now. But you've got the goats, you've got the chickens, you've got all the fruit and veg and all the other little bits and pieces. But dirty. Yeah, he's throwing it around. Yeah, she's throwing it all around. I said, I tell you what, reading it backwards, it sounds worth, doesn't it? Because if I put that up on the screen first, and then the reason why, it's like, oh, actually, yeah, no, I should have just put that on the screen and not said anything. Somebody watching that back would have been like, what are they going on about? Oh, yeah. But yeah, got nice texture on the roof, nice texture on the trees on this one. I think this is a smart looking thing. That would just go with medieval fantasy, D&D, all the stuff, wouldn't it? That'd go quite a lot. It's a Witch House, is that one. 21st of February 2025. 3,000 pieces. Lego updates, what they said. So it hit. So this set here hit 10,000 supporters in 2025. The project moves on from the idea stage to the review stage, a Lego review board composed of designers, product managers, and blah, 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 blah. The review begins at the start of this year. This project qualifies for the third 2025 review, which includes a project of 10,000 supports between so it's amazing to think that it is years to get through for the Lego ideas, whereas it could literally only be a few months for the Bricklink stuff. That's the amazing thing. because of how it falls within the calendar. So if it, say for example, it takes you 18 months to hit the 10,000, for example, and you miss the review selection, then it's going to be in limbo for another 12 months, and then it'll take close to 12 months for the Lego group then to review it. So you're already at 3.5, maybe 4 years. This is where the designs get stolen from, because you will notice I've spotted some of them are like, oh yeah, and you know, they've been nabbed from here or nabbed from there, or the concept and all that kind of thing. There's another lampoon. So this is the third one of these. A pair of funky pants on the front. Reese has just built the minifigures up for Zane and Cole, and they are good looking characters. Yeah, they are very, very good. It's a really nice looking base, that. And it really is a nice looking base. I'm assuming that this is a famous bit from the film, because all three of those has this in. I've got absolute, and they've all got this in as well. So again, because I haven't seen it, they all seem to be very, very similar. So I'm assuming that they are all accurate to each other, I'm assuming. So you've got 3 to pick from. The Jumanji house, I think, looks great. Yeah, you've got the car with the monkeys. You got him with the big beard, and then you got all the games and everything going on the inside. This one does look smart. Staircase. No, you got the library. You got the chap with the gun, and then you got all the monkeys coming in and just wrecking everything. Jay is your favourite since 2012. There we go, DJI. You can't go wrong with that. Some spiders. A lion. And the police car. And of course, the police car gets absolutely battered, doesn't it, throughout the whole film? And then gets eaten by the end of it. It literally gets devoured. Shot car, Matt's not seen a film. I've seen Jumanji. That's it. I've seen Jumanji, so it's all right. I know. That's it. I do enjoy some films, but obviously, clearly, I've just got a more selective taste of basically every single horror made, and other little bits and pieces like that. But like the cartoony type stuff and other comedy stuff, I don't really tend to watch too much. I am an absolute boring human being. I am. So, yeah. Anybody for Sailor Moon? And don't tell me you know what this is, because I'm assuming it's an anime. And it looks like it's a Japanese anime, and I haven't seen this either. So I'm assuming everybody's all in on Sailor Moon. You're going to tell me you all know what this is. Sean's going to be like, yep, I know what it is. DJI knows what it is. I haven't got a clue. I have not got a clue. I didn't grow up with cartoons at all. Apparently it's popular worldwide. 1992 television anime. So I knew it was anime, but no, I didn't watch any. I literally watched no cartoons growing up. I was sport. That's all I did. I was just playing sport and sport and sport. And I can tell you what this is. Oh, I can. Is it now? Is it a Betamax or is it a VHS? I think it's a VH. Ooh, what is it? What are they based it on? Oh, it is a VHS. Why have they got the flap opening the wrong way then? What? $900 million of them came through. So in 26, it's scary to think that in 2016, the last VHS deck stopped being made, and in 2026, you can't buy DVDs. You just have to download everything. So just think how fast it stopped, because in 2008 they announced that the last batch of VHS cassettes were finished. Oh yeah, if you want a trip down memory lane for some VHSs, you got the little sleeves and everything that are in there. There you go. You got another gramophone. So this is the second one to hit. I think this is the second one to hit the 10K mark. It's called the home video system. Yes, I just thought it was a VHS deck, to be honest. When I first saw it, I couldn't quite tell if it was the Betamax, which is the bigger one, where you got it's the top loader, but it wasn't. It was the VHS. But yeah, if you think now, what 20? When did it stop? 23. The DVD stopped at all the supermarkets. You can't buy them in the supermarkets anymore. So it's now all streaming service, isn't it? So they're expensive to buy now. Scary. Yeah, scary. So this is a nice little hanger. See, this is the kind of thing that I thought they would do in the Bricklink Designer program. Yeah, they're still being made, but they're not available to buy in the supermarkets anymore. They stopped doing them, so you can still get some form of Blu-ray, but it's all dying a death. It's all going to be a complete streaming service to stuff. That's what it's going to be, because the cinemas themselves are just about holding on, aren't they? They're there or thereabouts, holding on for dear life, because all it takes is this, like somebody like Netflix and a few of the others, just to go. They're not going to cinema; they're just going straight to your TV. Nobody will go to the cinema. Nobody would watch it, and that's all because of what happened in 2020. Because that's how it all worked. But that's a nice looking set. Pirate themed restaurant. Oh, I think some of you guys will get a little bit tickly for this one. So we've got the old skull, we've got the cannon. So again, you guys are mental for this kind of thing. So the shark in the ball joint up on there. You can see you going for that. Yeah, it won't be long though. I just don't think they're going to be manufacturing the Blu-rays that much longer. I don't think, because people collect the VHS tapes now. Because it used to go, it went Betamax, VHS, and then there was a DVD versus, what was it? Something HD, and that other format died a death when the format was put into the PlayStation, because they accepted the DVD discs, and then the next PlayStation took the Blu-rays, didn't they? Or did it go DVD and it was Blu-ray up against something? There was another mini battle that didn't last very long, and then that all died a death. And then yeah, I don't know how long they're going to be producing Blu-rays for. But we got Marvin Marvelous Museum. What's Killian saying? That's what I meant. You were wondering what it was, and even well, I know it was called the Video Home Entertainment System, but I didn't put two and two together for the VHS. I was just too busy looking at going, oh, I wonder if it's the it's Betamax, but it's not. It was not. Makes sense though, but no. Got some freaky stuff going. Is that a pig with a hat dangling on a wall? I couldn't tell you what this is either. It's a 20th anniversary of a. I couldn't tell what film this is either. How bad's that? From Welcome to Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, known from coast to coast like butter and toast. From headlines to bedlines, from schoolrooms to pool rooms, no other place contains the United States environments of the world are welcome. Is this just an American thing? Am I lost on this, or I don't know. I have never ever heard of that at all. I've heard of all the others, just not watched it, but I've never heard of that. So it's got 10,000 votes, so it's got the opportunity to do well. And there's a fair few Hunger Games sets come through as well. So I don't know if anybody would like any Hunger Game stuff, but there's some sets there to be selected if required. You can pick up some different bits and pieces. They all seem to be on this much more chunkier base now, though. But good roller coaster in Dubai, the Hunger Game roller coaster, fantastic. Right, this will be the last one from here that we'll click on, and then I'll see what else is to come, and we'll do that in a different live stream. It's going to take forever otherwise. But no, I don't think there's anything that's tickled my biscuits for the Lego Ideas stuff so far with regards to what I can use in a theme park. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if it's the whole Super Bowl thing all over again, or if that was just a made-up set. But it might be in American culture. I don't know. But we just don't get that stuff over here, do we? Right, there's a fair few more to take a look at. So if we stop by the pirate one, then I'll remember where to go before then. So this was the set that was on Sean's list, don't forget. Let me go through. I still remember the good old days with Virgin Media stores in Times Square. Yeah, we had different ones. Ours was Blockbuster, but I don't think we had the Virgin. Did we have? Well, we did have the Virgin. Did we have the mega stores around this way, or they might have been in London? We didn't get many mega stores where we were. Right, so recap then. So you are running out of time to pay your money or your allocation slot for Series 7. So just a recap in case people get confused. You go through this, it continues to the Lego website, and then you buy it. Then you buy it. So then you just go straight through, and then you can check out, pay later. You've got a choice of paying 3 for 83.33. If you wanted to, you could do that, and then it will ship to you by the 1st of the 7th. So yeah, you've got options are available, and it's also at the moment doing it the opposite way. So if you go by newest and do it vice versa, if you do it in reverse and go to all new sets, if you are trying to do it on the Lego website, so let me just scroll, let me go to newest and just see where it is. Because when I went to click on the images, it wasn't working when it first did it. So if you click on this, I think it comes up with the error message. Yeah, so there's your old bricks. But if you click this one, so hit shop now, it will take you to the Bricklink Design Program. Then you click on this, continue to the Lego website, and then you order it. There you go, and that's how it works. And you just check out. You basically have to check out using the Lego website, and that's how it's always worked. But that's the rules and regs. So you log in with your Lego ID, obviously, or check out as a guest. If you check out as a guest, you don't get your points, so don't forget. There's a limit of 2 per household per project. Orders will earn insider points as long as you're not a guest. You can use your insider points for a discount. Brick Designer orders do not qualify for the Lego gift shop with purchase. There you go. That's how it all works. That's how it all works. Yeah, that's how it works, Lego King. So it's 250, isn't it? So pre-order, over it goes, continue to Lego website. And then what they do is they'll take so you just go through the rest of the things. You can do it all, and they will hold your money for a short while of time, and then baff, they send it to you back. And then you just have to remember that the money's in your account. Because in 6 months' time, they'll go to take payment. So that's the key thing to remember. They will take payment in 6 months' time. So payment and shipping. There we go. That's my face. We don't want my face. Share screen, payment and shipping. That one. That's what we want. So the payment and shipping for the sushi restaurant, you will only be charged if this project is crowdfunded, which they all are. They've all hit 3K now, easily. Note that your credit card provider will temporarily hold the amount needed to pay for the entire order, called payment authorization, which is a temporary hold of funds. And then we estimate the project will be shipped in July 2026, and then it goes from there. Nice and simple. That's how it all works. Hello to summer. Hello to summer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. But Richard Branson, I think, owned all of them, didn't he? I think that was his shebang. I think. Right, guys. I think we've covered everything for this evening. Unless there's anything that you guys and girls want to look at. Poll-wise, you all think the Lord of the Rings is going to be the biggest size. That's what you guys and girls are thinking. So, have you not crumbled yet, Sean? Right, for the sake of Sean, here we go. So one last look for Sean. Oh, you know it's going to be a good build because you built the other Bricklink Designer Program stuff, Sean. So you know it should be good. So yeah, there's some nice bits and pieces on here. It does look very, very nice indeed. But yeah, you've got time. But you can see it says it will ship from the 1st of July. So that's when it'll be shipping from. So you've got to make sure that you've got money in your account and you're all ready to go. Because they'll start sending emails out by June, won't they? End of June, to make everybody aware that they're going to be taking payment again. And then they hold the money in your account early before they ship it. So, and if the money's not in the account, they will send you an email, try again. And if it's not there, they cancel it, I think. And then that's it. You don't get the points or anything like that. But yeah, 6 months, approximately 6 months. So yeah, that is how it works. So I reckon so. I reckon Sean's going to crumble because it's calling Sean. points, it is £12 in points. £12. It's 2,000 points, the equivalent of. That's what it works out to be. So you get £12 back, and you could have used your points on the set. So if you had points in your account, you could have used all your insider points to make it cheaper if you wanted to, because it's just like a normal, run of the mill Lego checkout. So that's how all of that works. And then of course this is the other new set that's just come out from Billand. So that's another thing that I think a lot of people will be after as well. So yeah, you've got to use it, do it, get whatever it is you want to do. I'm trying to think. They've got any other pictures in there yet? They have. Okay. So yeah, that's the aerial view of the Lego house. That's it. That's literally Billand. All of that, what you've just got there. So I've done full walks and tours of all of this. There's a little foodie place just over there. There's a good place to get all your bits and pieces for a supermarket. That's a nice place to go for the supermarket. There's another Lego store just down here on the left-hand side. That's where everybody takes the photos of the bricks. Just round this corner here is where there's a cafe and a bakery, which is very, very nice. You've got the double staircase. So they've got the blue staircase that wraps up underneath that door, and you go level to level to level all the way around the outside until you get to the top, on the top of the Lego brick. This is probably one of the best photos I've seen of the Lego house, actually. And then you can come back down on the yellow staircase. And then, of course, you've got double entry in. So you've got an entry on that side and an entry on that side. It's so easy to navigate and get around. Have they done the Lego park and everything else? So there's the Lego house home of the brick. Yes, right. So they've then got this is what Legoland Billand used to look like when it first opened. I could not tell you how much it's changed since then, but it still looks amazing. I have seen an opening day video on a very, very old thing. Oh, I could be an easy personal tour guide. I know the whole place like the back of my hand. I can walk you to anywhere you want to get to. Not a problem at all. So yeah, it got announced, doesn't it? It comes out on the 1st of March. Yeah, we've already gone over it, Lego King, at the very, very start. But yeah, it's already been announced. It's already been shown off. But that is the new announcement because it's not available for pre-order. But yeah, you've got loads of different bits and pieces like that. And then, of course, this thing, which I still don't know if you can actually get access to or not. I don't think you can, which is annoying. I don't know if you're actually allowed to walk in here or not. I'm assuming you're not because it looks, I don't understand how it works. I know it's offices and everything else like that, but there's supposed to be a Lego store here, but it's a campus it's like a university campus. You got a mini golf, you got a golf course on the top of the ceiling. So yeah, there's lots and lots of different bits and pieces to that. And of course, you can get your Lego passport if you want to. I have seen some absolute pleb take out the wrong passport at an airport before, though. That was very embarrassing. So I wonder if that's why they've added a cover, because I think the passport itself looks like an actual passport. And then, of course, you've got all of the other bits and pieces that you can collect. But I think this one will do well. So it's the seventh edition. 5 of them are still available. 2 of them have gone. So it's the brick molding machine that's gone, and there's another one that's gone. But yeah, there's 7 of them to collect. So yeah, there's some You've got the pirate one as well. They've got the signing dates for them, as you can see, the 6th, the 13th, and the 20th. It's all the stuff that we've already covered. So there's all those bits and pieces that are there. But it's 1,404 pieces. It's 780 Danish kroner. That's the price. I was looking for the price. So if you want to work out what the price is, 780 Danish kroner, and you don't need a ticket. You can literally just walk into the Lego store inside the Lego house, pick that set up, and leave, along with a lot of the other sets that are about. Because do they have there? That's what I'm after. So these are the other sets that are available. So you've got the Fabuland Tribute, and then you've got the Building System 25-24. And then you've got the Pirate from 23, and then the 22-21 have gone. And then the Wooden Duck is where it kicked it all off. So quite surprised they got rid of the brick molding machine, but then at the same time they need the spaces of them all. And again, I've got this one, so that's another one that I could add into the architecture stuff. So Wooden Duck. There is the Wooden Duck. It's the second one they've done. They have done this one already before, but it's the second time that they have done it. They've just done it as a bit of an upgrade. So yeah, there's all the history on there, and the duck is extremely important to the actual Lego group. But there's the actual duck it's based on. That's the Wooden Duck, obviously. So hence why it's the second duck that they've done. And yeah, you could buy it as a toy if you wanted to buy it as a toy. And then there's all of those little Easter eggs dotted around that you can have a look at. So there's lots and lots of different bits and pieces that you can get. Things like that, the 3D duck now won't be worth anything, will it? Because the 3D, they're now doing 3D images and sets. So you will probably get the 3D duck at some point. I don't know why they're doing 3D things. That makes no sense to me at all. But people went mad for it. But then there's now that 3D element in the trains, isn't there? So, but yeah. So there you go. That's your current 24, 25, 26 roundup. So if you are a fan of the Fabuland, then obviously that is going to be one for you. So yeah, there's big history with regards to a lot of these sets. Obviously that's edition number 6, and then edition number 5. Bit awkward. Gone back twice. Is the hybrid. That's actually building systems where you've got the Technic, Duplo, and Lego, I think. Yeah. Technic, Duplo, and Lego in all 3 of those. So that's what that one looks like in a little bit closer. So you've got the different building systems is the different ones that you've got. So yeah, it's just one of those. If you want to fly over, get yourself one of the exclusive sets and come back again, then obviously you guys and girls can feel free. But guys, that's it. Done, finished, and done. I'll let you guys say goodbye to each other. So take care all. Enjoy the rest of your evening, obviously, because the night is still young. I hope you all have stuffed your face and done whatever it is that you can do. And I will be going live again tomorrow. There'll be a long sort of architectural build stream tomorrow. Well, it's not so much of a build, it'll be more of a repair, because literally I fell on all those sets and crushed them all while on a live stream. So why do you think I sit on the floor now doing all these things? But I think we are okay. We're done. Right, guys, take it easy, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.